Welcome to Divinity Origin Sin. Yeah, same problem with my microphone from last episode. I'm gonna fix it in the course of this episode, but for now I'll have to voice over this part. So yeah, I found out that I missed this part I'm showing you right now. There were some dead cows and a crashed cart up there where the stranded caravan was. And yeah, we can talk to that cow ghost.
My name's Paddy. I'd ask yours, but it don't matter anyhow.
Ask it how it died.
Reckon I spooked. Big old nasty beast popped out of thin air. So I ran. And then suddenly ravine.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, it got spooked and ran down to his death. Well, to death, right? Alright, so that's where we left off last time, at the Elven Ritual site. And yeah, it's time to explore the lumber mill and deal with the lone wolves. Now, we first went this way to explore a little bit, on the left side of the lumber mill. There's a bit of weed around and eggs in the woods. This is presumably some joke that I don't really get, but well, whatever. And also a skeletal fisherman, apparently. That is fishing in a cloud of death fog. Not quite the best idea. He did, however, had a journal with him. You can read that if you want. It's nothing at all. Alright, moving on. Yeah, there isn't much of interest around here, to be honest. But there's something buried. I believe that's one of the hero's treasures, actually. Yes, it is. Was it the last one? Nothing too great, but oh well. Well, let's see. It is, yeah, it's closed. That was all the hero's rest treasures. Some of them were actually really good. I believe
These gorilla guys will shoot you through if you get too close. I'm gonna try and slip through the back way myself. I like a ribbit challenge.
Well, there was a frog I apparently talked to. Whoops. Yeah, I was saying, yeah, the belt. One of the chests had a belt with finesse in it, and it's really rare to have belts and gloves and stuff like that to have actually attribute points on it. So yeah, that's quite nice for Lohse. Now let's start exploring this trapped front entrance to the lumber mill. There are a shit ton of traps, as you can see, and yeah, Lohse just went right on through them. And there are a bunch of graves. Good thing we've got our shovel. No graves are safe from us and our grave digging. And oh, there's a ghost even. But let's first check out these graves. And yeah, there's a corpse and a ghost. Let's talk to him.
Well, hello there. Fine day for a walkabout, don't you think?
Take a moment to appreciate clean air and sunshine. It's a fine day in.
You enjoy it now, here? Never know when you might end up like me, then your imagination will have to do you. Best of luck to you.
Thanks.
You have yourself a pleasant day now, here?
Ask him if he can tell you anything about this.
Sure as Mama Morris died of a toilet spider. Only oversaw the place for dang near 50 years after all. Now in my day, we were a proper mill turning around half a ton of timber by the day. No mean feat for an operation this size, I tell you. Had to shut her after the last of the elf raids, though. They were brutal. Can't say I blame them, what with how quick we were turning over those trees of theirs. But a fellow's gotta make a living, you know?
Tell him that cutting down ancestor trees is a terrible crime.
To an elf, maybe. To me, it meant food on the table and enough gold to pay the doctor. Never know when a hat spider'll get you.
Tell him your ship is... Perhaps the lumber came from...
Oh, I doubt it. We mostly supplied the Divine Order, see? They couldn't get enough of the stuff.
Yeah, it's probably... Ask if he knows anything about the myth.
Not much, no. Never met him myself. I do know they rigged this place to holy high heaven just after settling in, though. Some folks are very private.
Yeah, I noticed. I was killed by him.
Me? Oh no, sock spider.
So there are toilet spider, head spiders, and sock spiders.
Bye now.
Alright, yeah, let's check out the other graves. This guy is actually important when we get back to him. Who buries a trap in a grave? What the hell? Oh, chest, actually, nice. Anyway, let's check out this ghost over there, see what he needs to say. Probably one of the elves that died in the attack. Yeah, looks like an elf.
The ghostly elf stands protectively over his corpse, eyes darting across the minefield. His gaze never quite falls on you.
Reach into his...
You are a warrior, proud and true. You saw your people die as the death fog consumed the forest. You heard them scream and then fall silent. You came for revenge, and you found your own death.
Well, nothing new. There's another corpse. Let's see if there are any gods around. Yes, there are. Oh, that's fine.
Get away from me, you lone wolf scrubber.
No, no.
Likely story, wolf. Go on. Piss off.
And to watch his mouth.
Else what? You lone wolves kick the shite out of me and send me into an accursed minefield where my cart gets blown up and I get killed, and all you can do is laugh. What could you possibly do that's worse than that?
You should probably...
Likely story, wolf. Go on. Piss off.
Oh. The wolves killed this guy, apparently. Sent him off into a minefield. It's... well, I guess entertainment is hard to come by around here. Anyway, yeah, there's a bunch of stuff to loot over here, a bunch of dead elves and other kind of people that have been killed by the lone wolf. So yeah, we get the idea. Lone wolves are assholes. But yeah, they do have a contract on our heads, so we have in fact personal interest in them, or rather in taking care of them. And yeah, that we will do. Also, the elves told us that they have Zahir in their procession, so... but there's another ghost.
The elf spirit seizes you by the shoulders, but you feel nothing. His eyes are panicked, and he appears to be shouting something, but you can't hear him.
Reach in.
He screams on, but with another's voice. An elven child, in terror and in pain. The fog, the fog, the fog! Those screams will never leave you, even after your death.
Oh, those are old memories from when the death fog was deployed in the elven lands. Anyway, we are pretty much through all of that minefield entrance stuff. So yeah, just a little bit more looting and then we can go on and enter the lone wolf hideout. Or rather the base. They're not exactly hiding there. But there's another outpost before we go in there. Let's talk to that guy.
The spirit stands with her feet apart, arms at her sides, palms up. She appears to be chanting something, perhaps a prayer to the sky, but you hear nothing. You are a dancer, a lover, a jester. But then the death fog takes the forest and all you know is gone. The screams of your people echo in your heart. You become a warrior. You die fighting, all play forgotten.
Well, yeah, it's a bit on the backstory of the elves. Yeah, that's the entrance. There are a bunch of lone wolves standing there. If you had Ifan with you, Ifan is in fact a lone wolf, then he obviously could just tell him, oh, it's me, and yeah, I can just walk right in. However, we do actually have, maybe I'll show it in a second, I believe, I have a lone wolf mark as our amulet, in fact, for a Lohse. I can't quite recall where we got that from, but I believe it was from Reaper's Eye.
Company. Wonder how they made it through.
Impressive work getting past our defences. Now turn around and see if you have the same luck going the other way.
He peers at it, then sheaths his weapon.
Well, why didn't you say? In you go, and welcome. Roost is upstairs if you want him. Welcome.
Oh, that was easy. So yeah, that's it. The lone wolf mark. I can't remember where we got that from. Anyway, let's check for some ghosts, because there are a lot of them around here. A lot of them. So let's talk to them.
The spirit turns to meet your gaze. You feel heat upon your skin. The acrid stench of charring flesh assails your nose, and you can hear screaming, the agonizing cries of people burning alive. The spirit, mute, holds out his hand towards you, palm upwards in supplication, his eyes pleading.
Reach out and take.
With a blast, the heat surrounds you. The hair on your forearm shrivels and dies. Flames dance across your vision, and the screaming seems to fill your very existence. And for a moment, you are the spirit before you. Your name is Cyrus Oates, and you are in a tavern with your friends. But someone has barred the exits and set the place afire, and you know that it's your fault. Your friends scream for help that will not come. You know that outside stands the lone wolf Pigsbane, and that he was paid to kill you. You know Pigsbane listens for your screams. All you can do is die proud. Your name is Cyrus Oates, and you will not scream.
Grip the spirit's hand all the time.
Sweat streams from your pores. The roar of the flames drowns the screams. Cyrus Oates begins to burn. He does not scream.
Grip the spirit's hand and
You feel your flesh blister and char, your head crackle and burn. Cyrus Oates bares his teeth as his lips are burned away, but he does not scream.
grab. Grip the spirit's hand as his eyeballs begin to melt.
You try to close your eyes against the pain, but your eyelids have burned away. You haven't breathed in what seems like hours. You desperately want to scream, but Cyrus Oates did not scream. Your mouth opens wide, and you scream in horror, but no sound comes. The blackened bones that once were Cyrus Oates opens its mouth and starts to laugh. Then he releases your hand, and you fall backwards, spinning, burning into the abyss, falling forever into your own soundless scream.
Well, that was a pleasant little story. Now let's see if Pigsbane has to say anything about that.
Mind yourself. What do you know about Cyrus Oates?
The guard's face blanches, then returns to color. He looks you quickly from head to foot, the faintest flicker of uneasiness in his face.
Why don't you move along?
He is not amused. Yeah, so presumably all of these ghosts are targets that have been killed by the lone wolves. And
You made it past the traps, fair enough. But you still better step carefully, stranger, or I'll tear your throat out with my teeth. I killed an elf in that last raid for one. Big brute of a moss muncher. Took her down as she ran away. I'll kill a godwoken next if I can. I saw her fall. She was done. Now get out my face.
Yeah, they are really tough guys, right? That was cool.
I used to have a sister named Chloe. But Chloe tried to sneak out the back door, and now Chloe is no more.
Yeah, I think we actually find Lohse somewhere. Yeah, that's the back entrance, but I don't think that's what the scroll meant. There's a scroll corpse somewhere else. But yeah, anyway, let's talk to all of these people around here.
A thin, grim man carefully sands the end of a beautiful, unpolished longbow. He studiously avoids looking up as you approach.
Am I on your way, ma'am?
He looks from the ground to the bow and continues sanding.
Suppose I don't. I'm no assassin, just a Fletcher. Roost heard about my work and invited me to work here.
I did.
He blows a dusting of wood dust off the bow.
Feller doesn't ignore an invitation from Roost Anlon, does he? I'm not supposed to be trading with the other guests. Roost's orders. Fine, just please be discreet. I'm very much at Roost's mercy while I'm here.
Yeah, that guy is a nice archer merchant. He sells archery stuff and skills and arrows and that kind of thing. Yeah, he's been forced to work here by Roost. So, well, maybe if Roost was no more for some reason, well, this guy would be free to do as you wish. Anyway, let's see. There are more guys up here. One ghost and one guy. Yeah, let's talk to them.
An elderly mage glowers at the lone wolf sentry, muttering wordlessly. He jerks his head to look at you, but says nothing. Then he opens his mouth, and you can clearly see the tip of a crossbow bolt protruding from the back of his throat. The spirit clutches his mouth in shock, and then realizes what has happened. He removes his hands, and the crossbow bolt is gone. He can speak once more, if painfully.
Thank you.
He turns and points at the lone wolf sharpshooter.
Kill him.
Yeah, we can do that, and we will. But let's talk.
The sharpshooter turns from his silent watch over the mill and its approaches, and holds you in a steady regard.
Okay, not very talkative, that guy. Well then. What else do we have? We have a glowing log. Well, it's an ancestor tree log, in fact, so it does have an Evan soul in it. Let's see if we can talk to it.
A ghostly aura shrouds the log, along with a penetrating icy cold. Bitter cold shoots up your fingertips, through your arm, shoulder, neck, and into your brain. Your whole body contracts with the aching freeze, and a voice sounds inside of you.
See what I see. Feel what I feel. Look down.
Where your feet should be, you see great gnarled roots disappearing to a mossy forest floor. As this log once was, you are an ancestor tree. As you examine yourself, you see the top of a small elven child's head as she approaches. She wraps her arms around you and rests her head against your great trunk. You pass her a memory. Once you were her father. You pass her the softness you remember of her chubby cheeks. You pass her the warmth between you when you curled back to sleep. A tear trickles from the child's eye and onto your bark. She whispers that she loves you. She says she will come back tomorrow.
You see?
The child departs, and night falls. You hear voices and the dull thud of axes. A human approaches you and pats your trunk. He raises his axe and...
You see?
You lie in pieces on the forest floor. Rough hands toss you into a cart and haul you away.
You see? You see what he does to me. You see he takes me from my life. You see he cuts me into parts. You make him pay. His bones lie buried in our sacred soil, but his spirit remains. Find him. Take from him what he takes from me. I show you where. Find him. I find peace then. I find peace when he is gone.
Oops. Yeah, I just realized that I had my microphone not in the right place, so sorry for the quality. And yeah, we will definitely do what this Ancestor Tree asks, because it is quite a tragic story. And I believe, yeah, it is the Sawmill Overseer, which he wants to have his revenge on. And it is the Sawmill Overseer that we will take revenge on. Let's do that. Right now. There he is. We already talked to him.
Ah, so very nice to see you again. Hope you're enjoying this gorgeous weather. You look like you deserve it.
Tell him you were sent to find him by the spirit of an ancestor tree he felled.
Huh? You can talk to him? Odd. What interesting. Did the tree have a message for me?
One could kind of excuse his actions because of his ignorance, that he didn't know ancestor trees carried the soul of real living people. But yeah, ignorance does not save you from persecution, so tell him the tree sent you here for vengeance. When he cut it down, he stole its life and separated it from its child.
What now? Hey, kiddo, you're talking crazy. It's a tree, not a person. Even if it used to be a person, it ain't anymore. You been licking tree toads?
Consume the spirit sauce.
Wait, stop, please. No, not like this, not like this.
There he goes. Let's go talk to our friend the tree again. We've dealt with the culprit.
You do it. I feel it instantly. A great peace. He is gone. The one who destroys me. I am free again. Thank you.
The log takes a breath. A great slab of the finest livewood bark slides free, ornate and glowing with sauce. It is the spirit's gift to you, a second skin. The wounded bark heals.
And that's that quest. The bark's bite. Yeah, it gave us a shield. I don't need it, but it's neat, I guess. If you're into shields, but yeah, I would advise against using shields. They are not good, not good at all. I played the first half of my first game play with a swords and shield warrior, and it's not even remotely as strong as the two-handed warrior. So just don't. Anyway, there are more ghosts around here. So let's go talk to them. Firewater and the spirit of Eddie Engram and Firewater stuff, which is not considered stealing apparently.
Nice.
Thanks. Thanks for your stuff.
The spirit of a woman locks her gaze on the lone wolf sentry.
Say my name, you son of a sow! Edie Engram! Say it! Say my name!
And then you are her. You are the young woman Edie Engram, seduced by a boy. But to become a lone wolf, he had to pass a test. He had to murder the woman he loved.
Ah.
He passed the test, and you were murdered. And all the time you knew him, he never spoke your name.
Tell her you'll see what you can do.
She turns to look at you at last.
I was Edie Engram. My killer should be made to speak my name.
Oh, he will. Let's talk to Firewater.
He draws his wands.
You're in my space, stranger. Feel free to leave it.
Tell him Edie Engram saves Hela.
Suddenly he's interested. Suddenly he's on edge.
Who are you to her? Mother, daughter, sister, lover? Huh. If you're looking for revenge, you won't find it here.
Ask him to do you a simple favor. Speak the woman's name.
He leans forward and growls.
No. And push no further, or we shall have a problem.
Ask him to indulge you.
He considers and comes to the conclusion that it's not worth his while resisting.
Hells, forget it.
Tell him to say her name. Edie Engrim. Say it.
He closes his eyes and takes a deep breath.
Edie Ingram. She was always at her most beautiful when she was angry.
A smile spreads across his face.
She'll be waiting for me in the halls, and she's gonna be pissed.
The spirit of a woman locks her gaze on the lone wolf sentry.
I hope it burns your tongue to say my name. Don't think yourself atone for what you did, Lone Wolf. But me, I'm free of you now. To the halls I'll go.
She turns and looks you in the eye. Then she dips her head in thanks and leaves.
Yeah, these lone wolves deserve everything that they will get in a moment. But before we kill them all, let's continue talking to them. What they have to tell us.
Careful now. That's a trap.
There's Mummy Dearest and the spirit of Paladin Everhard. Talk to him.
The spirit of a paladin knight leans his head to one side, revealing the huge gash in his neck that nearly took his head off, and grins, a green glint in his eye. When he speaks, he whispers.
She's stronger than you know. Stronger than you know, girl. And faster, too.
Guess that he speaks from personal experience.
He launches one hand forward and, with a jolt, you are him. You're with Paladin Tom Hardwin, your best friend, on your way to arrest the notorious murderess known to all as Mummy Dearest.
Tom Hardwin. This name rings a bell. Did we meet him already? Or are we going to meet him? I don't know, actually. This name sounds really, really familiar.
You find the dwarven lone wolf in a tavern, at the bar. She doesn't look like much. You stand behind her. Tom Hardwin calls her name. The bar goes quiet. She doesn't turn, but you see her reach. You step forward to protect Hardwin as the axe comes around. In a moment, you're staring at the ceiling with Tom's hands pressing on your neck. A tavern wench is screaming, and Tom can't stop the blood. And through the panic and the tears, he puts his own price on the lone wolf's head. You just lie there thinking. She's stronger than you knew, and faster too.
Ask him if he knows how to gain an edge over Mummy Dearest.
He tilts his head once more, the great wound that killed him yawning open. He begins to laugh.
Off the top of my head? She's stronger than you know, and faster too. And here's the thing. She hates the wet. It makes her itch, and she makes mistakes. If only it would rain.
Yeah, so that's advice on how to deal with her. Make her wet. But yeah, I don't think that will be necessary.
It's the waiting that gets you.
Finder's fee. Oh, there's a price on her head. Well, let's talk to her.
A compact, heavily muscled dwarf turns from her training. She flicks her wrist, and instantly her axe, a stunning elven weapon, is a hair's width from your chest. The blade sings.
Ask if this was the axe that killed Paladin Everhard.
Everhard? Name means nothing. And anyway, I had nothing to do with it, and nor did this axe. I took it from an elven raider a day or two ago.
Note the dried blood upon the blade.
That belongs to the original elven owner. Doesn't it add character?
Note that a weapon is not normally meant to taste its owner's blood.
It will if you swing it at me. Especially if you're an elven raider with more enthusiasm than skill.
She spins the axe towards you.
What?
I can't comment on Everhard anymore.
A compact, heavily muscled dwarf turns from her training. She flicks her wrist, and instantly her axe, a stunning elven weapon, is a hair's width from your chest. The blade sings.
Push the weapon away and take a leave.
She returns to her training.
Okay, we can't do anything with her right now, so guess we'll come back later. Come on. Now, who do we have here? Slumberjack.
A lone wolf mage naps quietly. She talks in her sleep.
Laugh all you want, Mudbarrow. Madmen tell tales, and dead men's ghosts do not.
Let's see, are there any ghosts around? Yep. Rid of Mudbarrow.
Laughter plays upon the lone wolf's spirit lips, but madness flashes in his eyes. His flittering gaze never quite comes to rest on you.
Hey, wanna have some fun?
Ask him what he has in mind.
A joke, of course. A prank, if you will. Tell Slumberjack here that Mudbarrow wants his money.
Money, he says. Ask him to tell you more.
You greedy smell guilt. Yes, my sleepy friend here killed me for my bloody gold. Serves me right for all the things I did. The irony. Ask her where the money is. I'd love to see the murdering little loiter basket lose her money. My money.
I'd like to have some money.
She mutters in her sleep.
I never liked you anyway, Mudbarrow. You or your shite sense of humour. Don't think you haunt me, dead man. You or the Godwoken that we killed.
Which Godwoken would that be? Hold a bare hand to the cool air a minute, then lay a palm upon her cheek.
Mudbarrow. Mudbarrow? Your hand is cold, Mudbarrow.
She stretches, shifts position, but doesn't wake up.
Your money's hidden on the beach, Mudbarrow, by the water. But you won't find it, 'cause you're dead.
Well, I will find it, however. Well. Yeah, that's where the chest was. And that's the back entrance. So, it's buried by the water, over there. Let's go and grab it then.
What's this? I found something.
And a dagger. Ooh, quite a lot of gold actually. Nice. Let's see if we can talk to him again.
She's gonna be so mad. When she finds that money gone.
He slaps his thigh, tears of mirth rolling down his cheeks.
Ask him what he'll do now.
Doubt crosses his face as he realizes he's stuck here forever, and there are no more jokes to make.
Now?
Panic rises. And as the black shadow of eternity looms over him, he becomes hysterical. And what was once laughter is now an anguished scream.
Lay a hand upon his shoulder.
He returns to himself. The screaming stops. Both eyes settle upon you at last. He looks tired. He looks haunted.
Suggest he leave for the Hall of Echoes.
But I've done such terrible things.
Oh. Well, in that case, consume the sauce.
No!
Silence reigns.
Well, he was a lone wolf after all, so he deserves no better.
She mutters in her sleep.
I never liked you anyway, Mudbarrow.
Oh, leave it be. That is one less lone wolf, well, ghost, in any case. So, there are 2 more over here. And a ghost, Black Widowmaker, Snakeroot and Honeyhook. Let's talk to the ghost first.
Living here. The whiff of chemistry assails you. You know that it's all in your imagination, but still your throat constricts, your stomach turns, and your vision swims before you. As your vision clears, the spirit is revealed, a lizard. He has eyes only for the lizard lone wolf who stands before him.
Snakeroot? Note that he seems to haunt one of his own kind. Ask why.
He turns to you. He looks insane. He takes a deep breath and exhales. A cloud of greenish gas envelops you, and suddenly you are him. You're the Black Widowmaker, deep down in black shadows, setting your latest creation to paper. A deadly brew that looks and tastes like an elixir. It's your best work yet. You sip a celebratory tonic, and you realize you've made your last mistake. Your throat constricts. Acid burns your guts. Your heart slows to a halt. You slump forward. A kin appears, a lone wolf. She takes your book, but you're already dead.
So he's some kind of alchemist.
He intensifies his gaze on the lizard lone wolf before him. If looks were poison, she'd soon be dead.
Oh, she is soon be dead.
Or
Bitter
maybe I'm
tonic.
just horny.
Yeah, we communed with the spirit of a lizard called the Black Widowmaker, ran out lone wolf poisoner. Oh, he was a lone wolf himself. Himself was tricked into consuming poison by fellow lone wolf, Snakeroot. He wants her dead. Can do that. Let's talk to Snakeroot.
An elegant lizard lone wolf smokes Drudene through an ornate pipe.
Tell her you'd very much like to know the secret of the Black Widowmaker's false elixir.
She turns one eye on you, raises the brow above it.
It wasn't I who switched his drinks. Besides, his death saved lives, so let's hear no more about it. Summing up, I can't help you, so get lost.
She didn't switch the drinks. Interesting, who did that?
She puffs upon the pipe and blows the smoke towards you. When it clears, she's looking away again, as if you were never there.
So tired.
Honeyhook.
Mongrel. Looking fresh, gorgeous. What I wouldn't give to climb your tree.
Maybe later. Let's see. Anything else? This is the way to Roost. But yeah, we'll pay him a visit last. First of all, let's check out this place. We've got an elixir mixer and the spirit of a woman in love. Oh, let's talk to that woman.
The spirit of a young woman stares in blissful devotion at the lone wolf alchemist.
Nothing to do with that. Let's talk to him.
Piss off! Unless you got money.
Ask him what he has for sale.
Not likely anything you can afford. Right! Piss off!
Nothing of interest. Well, aren't you a charming guy? Ooh, left with luck. Okay, so we've talked to everyone around here, and there's only one thing left to do, that is go see Roost. And yeah, after that I think we'll take care of these guys around here. But we will do all of that next episode. Yeah, thanks for watching and see you next time.